then let's get started. So my name is André Hütten. I am 17 years old, and I go to the Gymnasium Fabricianum School in Krefeld, Germany.
I'm Luca, 18 years old from Italy, Itietosi. And yeah, we are now in this project, CertiLingua, which now Andre will quickly explain.
So yeah, CertiLingua is a European certificate which is awarded for intercultural and international competences and projects with intercultural and a bit of a scholar focus. And today we're going to be talking about mostly how such projects, such as CertiLingua, are feasible during times of COVID, during times of the pandemic. And we're going to talk about the feasibility of such a project in the context of our own meetup. So how we have done all of this and how we have communicated so far. So this is going to be our focus point today.
Well, as you may know, this project was meant to be done in real life. We had to meet either in Germany or in Italy, but because of COVID and all of that it brought, we had to meet using Google Meet on Discord as we are doing currently. But that didn't stop us doing that. So we started with some meetings in Google Meet, but as Andrew will say now, the topics and all of the logistic was kind of, I won't say a mess, but was kind of bad.
Sure. Because of COVID, of course, as Luke already mentioned, we had to get creative at the start. So the first meeting between the students from Italy and the students of Germany was done via a Zoom meeting, which was accompanied by the teachers. And in this first meeting, kind of everything we did was mostly brainstorm ideas to um, do the project about, and we were giving short introductions about ourselves, about the things that we did, but nothing very special. So in that meeting, we all exchanged numbers and made a big group chat on WhatsApp so that we could keep in contact and plan new meetings. So the next 2 or 3 meetings happened very sporadically. We had a few of them, but not everybody could show up because one of the main problems with the meetings was that we had a hard time finding a time where everyone could meet up. And that
Yeah.
was one of the main problems of the first collective meetings where everyone was present. So after a while, we just didn't do them anymore, and people just started kind of focusing on their own projects or on their own school work more, as we both did also for a while. Um,
Yeah.
and for that reason, it took a while before we even started like working on the project more and talking more because all of these first meetings were very sporadic and rather rare, so to say.
It took us some months to actually meeting regularly. In January, we met up for the first time, only two of us. Um, we started talking about the current situation. Um, all of that was happening in that time. For example, some political stuff, the war in Ukraine after it became a war, and all of the current situation, isn't that?
Yeah. One of the main focuses as well was how COVID was affecting us with the whole quarantine regulations because, of course, it hit Italy especially hard, and a huge COVID wave was starting to hit Germany during this time as well. And of course, Russia and Ukraine had already ongoing tensions at the time, so we were worried about this turning into a war as well, and it did. So our worries were justified. And at first, we mostly talked about political and historical, geographical and geopolitical things as kind of a bridge to get to other topics because we
Yeah.
didn't know that many personal things about each other. After all, we had only met so many times. So it was a great way to actually start a major conversation. And at first, our meetings were very sporadic. So we only met weekly, more or less, sometimes twice a week, but mostly just once a week on the weekends. Um, and afterwards, we started becoming a little closer by talking about other topics. Because first, after having texted each other on WhatsApp, we started like always meeting on Google Meet. And after meeting on Google Meet, we also exchanged Instagram and TikTok contents. So through the sharing of these accounts, we managed to share content and cultural aspects of both of our countries from through these platforms, which also helped us greatly in general establishing a better connection and starting a normalization of topics little to more private and personal and some more cultural aspects of life and not just kind of geopolitical aspects of life.
Yeah, that was kind of the start of our journey in this project, with all of the serious topics that led us to talk about um, more usual things, more actual things. For example, the culture, the food in our countries, and so not only the international situation, but also what was happening in our private life also. And this was kind of, as Andrew said, a bridge that led us to meet more frequently and talk about more specific topics. And that led us also to increase our will to meet in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better. So this whole experience shaped the both of us a lot, I think, because this project was really something kind of unique. Because usually we both have our own friends in our own countries, in both Italy and in Germany, and the both of us also have like online friends to which we talk to. So it's talking to someone digitally isn't new in the sense of the digital world being discovered again by us or something. But our contact is very special in the sense that it resulted off of a kind of school project, and that we both lived in different countries and still became friends through that project because we still found many common grounds, and we started out with a political focus mostly, and then went over to more personal topics, which usually when one meets a new person is happens in the opposite way. So one first kind of talks about personal topics, one does a little small talk or anything of the sort, and then one delves more into deeper topics such as politics or geopolitics,
Yeah.
social aspects or anything of the type. So in this way, what we did so far, the way we talked with each other for all of these weeks and for months now, is truly a very unique and very special way of communication that both of us have found here. So what do you think?
Yeah, I can also add that we not only learn about the differences, but also um, the um, the same facts about our different cultures and habitudes. But we also, or at least in my case, I also improved. I see mm, my English communication has also improved because of all our meetings, daily meetings that let us to speak very very frequently, which I usually don't do because I don't have like the occasion, the opportunities to do that. So that's pretty much an opportunity for people to improve their knowledge, um, to open up their minds, but also to let them to speak more frequently English and be able to stand a normal conversation with a stranger, maybe in a foreign country, uh, because we not only spoke about politics, as Andrea said before, but we also spoke about usual things with an informal language and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with what you said in every way. My English skills also improved, like not to speak ill of English class or bilingual geography, but in school, English skills don't go too tested. My English skills were a little untested before, and now through this kind of communication, I have actually developed a lot, I think. And in regards to the question or the kind of punchline we dealt with on at first, whether such projects are possible, like projects like CertiLingua are possible, in times of COVID, so digitally, we definitely think that at least with our example, they're possible and that they can bring a lot of benefits as well. As I think that not only did I learn a lot and have a lot of fun, but I also made a friend um, and might be visiting Italy in summer. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I
I
thought
will host you.
cool. And I definitely thought that this definitely helped me grow a lot and develop a lot. So, yeah, those are my final words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's also because maybe at school you learn English with only one accent. You are like used to hear it with only your teacher, but by doing that, you're speaking to a complete stranger. So uh, it's
yeah,
it's also an exercise for your mind. Yeah, yeah, I agree with Andre. We are going to meet very soon. I hope if we manage to, that will be. I'm pretty sure a really good friendship with all our sharing. We will not stop to do meetings and share stuff and talking a lot. Uh, we are going to do that regularly thanks to this project. I pretty much I'm pretty much happy with it. I hope many people can manage to experience what we experience now.
yeah. Great. So, thank you for listening. That would be all.
Thank you.